Welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas class. This is Melissa Thomas from C2C Stamping, and I'm so excited that you're here. If you ordered the 12 Days of Christmas and you're opening up presents along with us, thank you so much for your support. And if you weren't able to order it this year, don't worry. Open up some presents with us virtually and check out what we're making along the way. We'd love to have you join us next year. I do have a couple of kits remaining as of right now. So if this is something that you're interested in, you can reach out and you can purchase that. I will leave them for sale on my site at c2cstamping.com until I run out. So if it's still there as an item, you go into the upper right-hand menu, drop down, and you'll see the 12 Days of Christmas. If it's still there, then it's still for sale, and you can grab one, and I'll get it to you just as soon as I can, and then you can catch up with us, because we have 12 days to craft and talk and chat and open up some presents together. All right, so the first day is the package march number 1. It's wrapped in some beautiful wrapping paper. Steve and I used to make wrapping paper. We had a year or two where we made some wrapping paper that was really pretty, and I loved this wrapping paper. So when you open it, you're going to find your stamp set. This is Detailed Dogwood. It is a cling stamp set from last year's celebration. It was very hard to get. You had to, I don't think this was the Hostess one, but I think it might have been the one where you had to buy like $150 worth of stuff. And most people don't get there with an average order. But I like to get a bunch of these and then use them to, in fun events like bingos and Super Saturdays and this 12 Days of Christmas. So Detailed Dogwood it is. What it is a stamp set that really focuses on the shabby chic and a lot of layering. So taking what seem to be very disparate images and stamping them together and layering them. So we're going to do that. And we're actually only going to use one ink color the entire time. We're going to use Crumb Cake. Let me grab that. So Crumb Cake is a very soft, neutral tan color. It's darker than Basic Beige though. So if you have Basic Beige, that might be a little light. You could definitely use Pecan Pie and stamp off a couple of times. Early Espresso, you'd have to stamp off a lot to get down to this color, but there's other colors that you could use if you don't have Crumb Cake. Other colors that would look nice with the projects, maybe a Calypso Coral. I'm using Calypso Coral in a lot of these projects. Maybe a Fresh Freesia, but I'd say more like Calypso Coral. So anyway, just some tips and tricks from me to get you set up for a great 12 days of stamping. This stamp set is a cling stamp set. So that means that it's all on the red rubber with the cushy foam there. And you're going to want to put your stickers on. The only sticker I put on wrong is the ampersand one. It's this tiny little one. And I just put it on and I didn't pay attention to the rotation of the and sign versus how I had it. Anyway. It's fine. I can look at it and pretty easily see how I need to have it. Once you put one of these stickers on though, you're not getting them off. So I wanted to make sure that you were more careful when mounting yours, and I'll show you how I mount mine. So this is a stamp set called Elements of Text. It is in the online exclusives right now. So it is in the online store. If you like this shabby chic look, this is a fun thing to do. You can layer, so you can stamp this in a light color and then you can stamp this in a really dark color on top. It's gorgeous. So this is a really fun stamp set if you like that look of layered stamps. Oh, hey, that one just popped right out. We're gonna let's mount one of the smaller ones just because it'll be easier to manipulate. All right. So you have your sticker sheet, and on one side you'll see there's like some perforations in half. So we're gonna mount this one, and I think that's this shape, yeah. So what I do is, where the split is, I pull off, and then I pull pull off here. So just the backer. Make sure you pull the backer off of your stamp too. It won't adhere. They really did dummy proof this though. It literally won't adhere to this. So if it's not sticking, that might be why. And then you're gonna just take this and you're gonna line it up in the grooves and kind of the outline best you can. If it's a little off, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, right? But now you've got a good sense of what this little splotch is gonna look like, okay? So one reason we like red rubber stamps, I love photopolymer. I do love to be able to see through a stamp and see what I'm stamping. But one reason I like red rubber is you get a really nice, crisp stamped image. And because it includes the cush in it, you don't have to press as hard. Like I feel like you get good, even pressure because of that cushion. So I love that. And then I do get rid of the outside piece of rubber, you know, and I do toss it. But I know that in Kanab, where they manufacture these, they use it for playground. Like all the off pieces, they use it to make the cushy playground base. So people have always asked me about that. All right, so Detail Dogwood is our stamp set. And this is what we'll be playing with. If you want to practice, sample, mount your stamps, play a little bit, I think that's great. Look to see what does it look like when you stamp once. What does it look like if you stamp off? Like you stamp on a scrap piece of paper and then you stamp again. You know, try out some of the textures. I think you're gonna find that there's a couple you really like and a couple that you're like, you know, that's not my speed. I also think this is a neat stamp set to mix in with other stamp sets you have. There's clearly no sentiments in here, so, you know, that's something to think about. You know, do you have some sentiments that you think would go nice? There's definitely some opportunity for some coloring in here too, so, and then, you know, play and try your hand at layering some things. And we'll be back tomorrow with gift number 2. All right, thanks so much. See you later. Bye-bye.